From WTDG Toledo, Bridges, with your host, Doni Miller, connecting our community with information about issues and opportunities.
Hey, good Sunday morning and welcome to Bridges. My name is Doni. Well, when the African American Festival shows up, you know it's summertime, and we're talking about that event today along with some other amazing things happening at that credit union. I'd like to take a moment to introduce you to our guests. We have Sister Pam Bagansky, who is actually a member of the foundation.
Yes.
The Credit Union Foundation. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for asking me.
We're really excited to have you here. You know Suzette Cowell. She's been here before. She is the president and treasurer of that organization. And of course, you know Fletcher Word. He is a member of our 13ABC family. Just happens to be on the wrong set today. Did you get lost?
I did. I wandered in here, and thank you for having me.
Yeah, we'll let you stay.
Thought I'd crash
we'll
the party.
Stay. So tell me about this building. You guys have been trying to do this for quite a while. Looks like you're getting a little steam under it right now.
We're almost ready to break ground, Doni, and we're so excited.
Wow.
We have the land purchased, drawings are in the process, and we have a wide group of Toledo community members rallying around Suzette and the Toledo Urban Federal Credit Union to build a beautiful building at the corner of Dorr and Detroit, and we all can see it already. When we drive by, we see it. So we can't wait for everyone else to have the physical presence of it in our neighborhood.
That is such exciting news. Is there a date set for the groundbreaking yet?
Not yet, but hopefully we can announce that in some future date shortly.
You know, one of the best things about this particular project, though, this time, and I know you've been trying to get this done for a long time, but one of the best things about it is the amount of community support that you've had in making this happen. This is really an event that's owned by this community in so many ways and supported by this community. Weren't much of the building products donated, construction products?
They were, and Sister Pam is to be given a lot of credit for that, but various organization contractors, people such as John and Sarah Bates have donated steel, for example. Windows have been donated. So we're very blessed to have gotten off to such a great start.
That's really pretty cool. What size is this building compared to the space that you're currently in? The new construction?
Well, the space that we're in now is about the size of this table, so.
That would be true. That would be absolutely true. So is it like twice the size of the table now?
Well, I think we're looking about 2,000 square feet,
about
something like that.
2,000 square feet.
Yeah, compared to maybe about 400 or 500 that we have.
Are there
now.
services that will be offered in this building that are not in the current building?
I think there will be more space for the current services to take place in a respectful fashion. It's very tight right now where we operate.
Tight.
Yes.
It's pretty tight. How long do you think before the doors will actually be open for business?
Ooh, boy. That's hard to say. I mean, from the point of groundbreaking, maybe about 9 to 10 months after that.
That's not bad at all. That's really not bad at all. Everything though will essentially be the same, just in a new location.
A very respectable location, brand new site.
Brand new site. I always thought that lot was awfully small. Is it still the same lot, or did you guys buy additional land for that? Still the same lot? Still the same lot
gosh,
size?
It seems gigantic to us.
Does it?
Not only because of the size of the building, but parking is going to be so much easier for our members. Right now, they have to cram into maybe about a dozen spaces, something like that. So parking is just going to be phenomenal.
Suzette, how many members do you have right now?
We have 2,100 members.
And you're growing all the time.
We are growing. Actually, we are listed as one of the fastest growing community development credit unions in the whole United States.
Now, one of the things I love to say when you come on is I love to make sure that people understand the difference between what you do as a credit union and other credit unions, because you are more of a community development.
We are
credit
community development credit union, and we actually were chartered to work with the low and moderate individuals of the city, of the Central City, and that's what we do. And, you know, especially now with the economy being the way and it's on this, you know, turnaround. But a lot of our members during that process lost, you know, their autos. And so a lot of them are walking for their services. So, you know, and they have to take, you know, the TARTA to come to do their services. Yeah. So I think that really I'm glad to be able to service the people. Yeah. We trying to make it a one-stop shop. That's what we hope to happen when we move.
And what's that mean, a one-stop shop? What kinds of things do I get?
Well, you know, right now, currently, we bill pay. That's very big in our community, you know, because a lot of people still do not use the computer. Mm-hmm. And they actually want to walk and see a person and pay their bills.
Absolutely.
So we offer that, and we'll just be expanding that services. Also, you know, when I want a loan, a small loan, I want to be able to talk to someone. And so we're like, I would say, a community where everyone knows everyone. And when you come in, we know your name, we know who you are, we know your firstborn and your secondborn.
Right.
And that's
who's sick and who's, absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely, all that stuff. And you all, I think it's important for people to know, actually take a little greater risk in, you're a little more lenient, a lot more flexible in how you look at loans and who you're actually serving. So people who might not have an opportunity someplace else have an opportunity with you.
Yes, they do, because, you know, we look at the whole picture, and it's not just a score, it's everything. We look at, you know, so that we're able to be a blessing to them, you know, because a lot of people that are low to moderate feel like there's no really tomorrow, if you can understand that.
Absolutely.
And so what we try to do is give them hope. Mm-hmm. And, you know, we do things with them, like maybe start them out with a small loan of like maybe $400, but maybe next year at Christmas we'll give them $600. So, you know, they look forward to moving up, and then a lot of them
grow and build that credit.
Right, and a lot of them graduate on, and then they start to own that, and that is so important.
So, is there like a big party planned when the building, when you break ground? We're going to have champagne and have a party.
You know, let me inject this here, because obviously, given the situation that Suzette just described, you know, there's a certain amount of risk involved in some of our activities, and Suzette is to be patted on the back because for years now she's managed to, you know, manage that risk and still keep the credit union afloat, profitable these days. And just recently we received a 3-star rating from Bauer Financial. After we'd struggled along for a couple of years with no stars, 1 star, you know, that sort of thing, and that's reflective, of course, of the upturn in the economy in this area, but it is also reflective of the hard work that Suzette has done in sort of reversing the fortunes of the credit union.
Can we talk a little bit about what exactly that 3-star rating means?
It's 3 out of 5. It means that. It means that we are performing adequately. It's kind of a C grade, but considering that, you know, for about 3 or 4 quarters, and it's a quarterly rating, we had no stars during the worst part of the economy. You can see that's a tremendous jump for us.
All right, that's a real reason for celebration. Mm-hmm. That, along with the groundbreaking, it's got to be a big party now.
Big party.
Speaking of big parties, the festival's just around the corner.
Yes, this is our 8th annual, and we are so excited. Every year it grows, and every year the community just really puts their arms around it. And this year, our headliners will be Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes. Me and Fletcher were talking when we first came here, and he said, do I remember them? And I told him the song, If You Don't Know Me By Now, and then right away, he says, okay, yes, I remember them.
Inside joke.
Yes. And then we have Vicki Winans, of course, on Sunday, and then the closer always, Rance Allen.
Rance Allen.
Yes.
Right. Starts at what time on Saturday?
It starts at 1, and we're going to 10 o'clock.
There's a parade this year?
Yes, it's a parade. And this year we're actually changing our route. We're coming down Dorr Street, and we've always wanted to come down Dorr Street. So we're really excited about that.
July 14th. I don't know if we got that date in there, but it's Saturday, July 14th.
And we will also give you, there it is. Thank you, Brian. July 14th and July 15th. at the University of Toledo Scott Park, where it's been for the past several years. And if you want additional information about tickets, I put the credit union number up there. Just remember, this is the Scott Park campus at Nebraska and Parkside, and it looks like you've got two really full days. There's actually a breakfast on Friday, Friday the 13th.
Right. We have
Is that a community breakfast?
Yes, it is. And we always have a breakfast to kick off the festival. We give God His praises because it was the vision of Him that the festival was even in existence today. And and we also thank you, Doni, and 13 ABC, because you have supported us through the process of this festival, growing this festival, and we thank you.
Well, you are very welcome. It's been fun. It's been about the most fun thing I get to do.
I attended last year for the first time, both the prayer breakfast and the festival itself. I felt so at home and so enjoyed it. I felt like I had been missing something for the prior 6 years. So
You actually have been missing something.
I have been, so I can hardly wait to be there the 8th year for my second time with the African American community at the Scott Park campus.
Yeah,
it's a lot of fun.
It's a great time. It's a great time. And I think it's important for people to know that actually it's a really diverse festival. We all kinds of folks come out, bring babies, bring grandparents, kids games. Yeah, that's really true. The kids rides again this year, and the kids rides are free this year, aren't they?
State Farm Insurance, we can't say enough about them. They always sponsor the rides for the children. And it was really, so the kids can ride from free all day. And this year we're having some larger rides.
Really?
Yes, yes.
Okay, can like adults ride it?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
And food, lots of
And
food.
food, lots of
food.
great vendors.
Lots of food.
This festival is known for terrific, terrific food. So you absolutely can't miss it. I'm going to let you, Suzette, if you don't mind, talk about the admission prices. There are several categories this year.
Right. This year, because of the community has asked to have passes for the weekend. So now that you can actually come and purchase a pass for the weekend, it's $16. That is for the 2 days. And then if you come in at the door, it's $10 at the door. And then after 5, it's $12. And the kids, like I said, the kids can ride for free all day.
And there is a price for kids 4 to 18, $5?
$5.
Is that right? And that's also for seniors 65 and up?
Yes, $5.
Okay, and looks like there's a special price for members.
Members of the credit union is $8. They have to bring their credit union card, and they will be able to just pay $8.
And a huge list of sponsors, 13 ABC, of course, but also UT and the Blade and the Truth and State Farm in the mix. Lots. This is getting bigger and bigger and bigger every year.
Yes, and this year Owens Community College came on board, and also Fifth Third and Owens Community College are actually the co-sponsors of the parade this year.
That's amazing. And quickly before we go, how many people were there last year?
Over 20,000.
Over 20,000. And the reason that's important is because over those, that's after 8 years, which is pretty phenomenal.
Started off with
And
600,
I was going to ask you. Yeah, it
600,
started off at about 600. You guys ought to be so proud of yourselves. Thank you so much for being with us today. Again, don't forget this festival on July 14th and Sunday, July 15th, at the University of Toledo Scott Park campus at Nebraska and Parkside. You really, really don't want to miss this one. We're going to go away for just a second, but you hang tight. We will be right back. Oh.